I'm Janise Smith, publisher of Snap Scarborough, and I'm here at Formula Honda, actually the showroom of Formula Honda, the home of Ladies' Night Out in support of the Scarborough Hospital Child Care and Maternal Program. And I'm here with the General Manager, Nial Boatswain. Hello, Nial.
Hi, Janise. How are you?
Oh, well. I just want to talk a little bit about this event and tell people, how did this event come to be?
Well, actually, a couple of years ago, as we do numerous community events. We've done essentially we've done an Easter egg hunt. We've done a food drive for the hospital. We do essentially toy drives. And when I looked at some of the stuff we were doing, I recognized there was a need for women-only businesses within the local community, and how we could support them. So the idea came about with International Women's Day, tying in an event we could do with International Women's Day, along to recognize women's contributions which they make within the local community itself. So I solicited Janice's help, her having the contacts within the local community, and then we came up with the idea of having a trade show-like event where we have women-only businesses from the local Scarborough and surrounding areas come into the store, showcase their products and services which they sell, and then able to use some funds.
And now, I mean, you mentioned about choosing the maternal child care program at the Scarborough Hospital, but what I really want to share as well is that you guys from day one said you were going to give up to $2,500 in terms of matching donations.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I think it's important as any business, for any business to be successful, the business has got to be well regarded within the community, and I think a business essentially has to give back. If you're taking out the community, you've basically got to give back. So when we put together the event, I was willing to match any money which was raised. And last year we raised just shy of essentially $5,000. This year the tally is still coming in. We've got about $500 collected so far. There is still some checks which we essentially have to receive, and then once we get the final tally, I will essentially match that, and may go beyond matching it depending on essentially how much is received, and I expect we should get a check out to the hospital foundation early next week.
Wow. So it looks like we're on target for at least 5,000 again this year.
Yes, I'm hoping. I'm essentially hoping that we are. I'm hoping that we are.
But I mean, really another thing is that you said that you wanted to empower women, and that night was just so incredible. Women supporting women in honor of International Women's Day. We had MPP Sue Wong stopping in and showing the support. It's just become a really great event that we can showcase women in business, successful women in business, supporting each other while we're supporting a good cause. So really, I think it's a really good thing that we've started. Yeah,
definitely. And I mean, you could tell from the energy, and we call it buzz in the room on Monday night, that there was a lot happening. There was a lot of people speaking with each other, a lot of people's product or services, we call it, being exposed to a market that they may not necessarily have been able to reach on their own. So I think that's the most important part, empowering people. The more successful an individual is, the more successful they will call it community is, the more successful my business is going to be, right? Because the more successful the community is, we just lift everyone up together, right?
And I think you hit the nail on the head. There's that connection of, we need each other. So we support community supports the business. We could then do more for the business, and it's just a good feeling overall.
Well, there's an old saying, no man is an island, so no one stands alone. So we've got to be able to be supportive of each other and basically be able to lift each other up. And support what's going on as well, definitely.
Well, thank you, Nial. And for our wonderful people, we do have some highlights of the night.
Excellent, thank you.
And oh, it's gonna be good. This is your night to let your hair down. That's right. Men too. Get loose and lost in celebrating and supporting the success of these beautiful women in honor of International Women's Day and in support of the maternal and newborn child care program at the Scarborough Hospital. We hope that everybody has a good time tonight. For those who don't know me, my name is Janise Smith. Oh, one person knows me. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm feeling like home now. This is good. Well, I'm the publisher for Staff Scarborough, the paper that keeps you involved in community and helps your business to grow by developing marketing campaign that includes free PR. And today, I have the absolute pleasure of being your co-host tonight. And it is my time to introduce my co-host, this general manager of Formula Honda. And let me tell you, there's so much greatness to this man, yet he remains so humble in his greatness. He takes pride in delivering exceptional, and I do mean exceptional, customer experience. And he works around the clock, and those who know him literally know he works around the clock to make sure this happens. So tonight, this was his vision. He wanted to ensure that he empowered women, celebrated women, and gave them a spot so that they could promote and uplift and have an opportunity to share what they have to offer to our great Scarborough. So please, come on, put your hands together. Help me welcome to the stage the hardest working man in Scarborough, GM, Formula Honda, General Manager Nial.
Hi, good evening everyone and welcome. I know this is not the time for thank yous, but this evening would not be possible without some special people. I'm going to say thank yous for the end. But I just want to give a shout out to Cindy and my crew at Formula Honda for making this possible, so let's give a round of applause to Cindy. Let's give yourself a round of applause, because without you coming, all this hard work would have been in vain. So let's give yourself a round of applause. Women are an important part of my life. I've got a mom, she's wonderful. I've got lots of women that work here. I've got a woman just with every generation daughter. Right. And I've got a white daughter over there too. So I have lots of women in my life, and the one of the things, it makes my life so much richer to have women in it. And a couple of years ago, Janise and I were chatting, and I said we need to do something to celebrate women within the city of Toronto, or within Scarborough in particular. When I came to Canada and I essentially migrated to Ontario, I resided in Scarborough, and Scarborough's been great. Scarborough is a phenomenal city filled with rich culture. And I felt that we needed to do something to celebrate all the women-owned entrepreneurs who are in Scarborough. Whether it's a spa, whether it's someone who's making some wonderful chokers. I saw a wonderful choker here this evening, right? We needed to celebrate you. So last year was our first year with International Women's Day, and we wanted to combine the two. And then we thought, how do we do that? I wanted to make it easy. So we decided on this format, which is women coming in to showcase their products and services. I'm going to ask you to open up your wallets. Yes, I am begging. I'm not too ashamed to beg. I'm going to ask you to open up your wallets. All donations I'm going to match, and all donations will be going to the Scarborough Hospital Foundation. So let's give a round of applause to the people from the Scarborough Hospital.
That's right. And how about to give a little bit to the hospital? Just a touch.
Yeah, of course.
Listen, look at the style of this lady. Lady in blue. Nice. Now keep having, what do you say?
Fun.
Keep on having fun. Did you get some nice food?
I did.
Glass of wine?
I did.
All right, you're good. You're not going to take a little trip to
I
jail?
did.
Oh, man, you got a
Jay?
check.
I
And I love this name, Bits and Balls by Crash and Bang. Wow. It's a creative collection of two best friends. Where's your other half?
She's over there.
Okay, you can adopt me.
Okay.
Two best friends who use their skills and their creativity to design and make life little pleasure. Okay, we're gonna draw. You wanna just be the lucky lady and
Yeah, all right.
people are still buying. Okay, our first winner.
Okay.
Okay, is 984-0257. 984-0257. Check it. Going once, going twice. You just missed some bits and bangs. Bits and balls. So let me say it one more time. 984-0257. 984-0257. Oh! Thank goodness, you are a winner.
Yeah.
Enjoy,
Careful,
congratulations.
it's a little heavy.
What's it? Bobby, can you get loud?
I can get so loud. I'm ridiculous. Shenanigans are like my middle name.
You gotta
Yeah.
get louder than the music.
Yeah. I'm gonna be louder than the music in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Working it out.
What's your topic? Just tease us a little.
My topic is about being bold and being confident. We even have a come out song, like baseball, but for women.
All right.
Coming out with a strong song.
Coming out with a strong
song.
Yeah.
in an industry that's nothing but men, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Look, I support every sex. I'm all about hashtag all genders matter, okay? That's important. I'm from the US, we're really specific about that. But it's important to know that regardless of your gender, regardless of your race, regardless of your title, regardless of what somebody else makes you feel about yourself, you are the only one in control of your success. You are the only one who can say that you are going to be more than what society says that you're going to be. I was 17 years old when I had my child. I should be a statistic. I should be living up in a trailer park with a tube top on, just hanging out, right? Legit, you guys know that's a thing, right? You think about it. That's right, right? That's right. I mean, right? I lost 80 pounds this year. Can I get a round of applause for that? Thank you, thank you. Yeah. My confidence needed a reason to soar. Trust me, my friends love it. But I didn't think that I was ever going to amount to anything more than what I was, because for the longest time people said to me, oh, you're a young mother. You're gonna have it so hard. You're gonna be living off the government. You're gonna be like, and I went, no, I'm not. I'm amazing. I wake up every morning and I remind myself every day, even on the bad days, I put Post-it notes on my mirror. They live everywhere, in my car, in my house, because nobody defines the value that I have of me except for me, right? Are you guys gonna let anybody else define your value? No, right? Who's gonna define your value? You. Are you gonna define your value? Right on, ladies. I I love to see the inspiration that has come out of this room. I've walked around the room and met a lot of you just in casual conversation, just to say hello or to say, hey, what's your superpower, right? Everybody needs a conversation starter. Sometimes it's not comfortable to talk to people that we don't know. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't do it. It means that we have to think of a way to have a comfortable conversation. What's your superpower is a really great one, right? Mine's teleporting. I don't have enough time in my life, right? I drove 6 hours today just to come hang out with you guys tonight because I was like, that'll be a good time, right? And then I got detained at customs, so that was fun. I don't know, maybe I look sketchy. It's rightfully so. As I came through customs, I did the typical girl thing on a 6-hour drive. No makeup, halfway dressed, right? Like, what can I do in the car on my way here? Pulled over, threw on some makeup, put on actual shoes. Before that, I looked like pajama time, so I understand where they were coming from. Also, I got to meet like 30 of them, so my policy in life is silver linings, right? Right? I'm like, does it take this many people? Is it because of the red dress? It looks good, right? That's the weight loss talking, and I'm single now, so that's a thing. But I did, on a silver lining, get to meet all of the agents at customs. That was fun. While they searched my car. My daughter's been driving my car for the last 3 weeks and she's in a bunch of trouble because she's 17 and rolls her eyes. And so as I'm going through customs and they're like, do you have any firearms or drugs in your car? I'm like, I don't think so. That's probably why I got stopped. I didn't know how to answer that. Good news though, she's clean. So that's good. My car's a mess, but she's clean. So I don't get a lot of time with you guys tonight, but I will tell you, if you don't have a glass in your hand, you should have. There's glasses over here, right? Remember in every moment that somebody tells you to stop, do the opposite. Just be a rebel, right? Run with it. And remember every morning when somebody tells you that you're not good enough, or that you won't make it, or that you can't do it, or that painting canvases isn't going to save your life, right? Yes, it is. Who doesn't want to paint canvases on a Saturday? That's a thing. I'm going to order one with a specific thing on it because I'm bossy like that. I have leadership skills. That's what we call it, right? But I want you to remember in all of those moments when somebody makes you feel like it's not enough, that only you get to decide if you're enough. Only you get to decide every day when you look at yourself in the mirror if your value is defined by what your neighbor thinks of you, or what society thinks of you, or if it's defined by what you think of you. You are the only person in control of you. So grab some Post-it notes, and whatever it is that you struggle with, put it on the mirror, right? You are beautiful. You are kind. You are successful. You can work that rug out while you're dancing. I was a little jealous. I try to get into that, but I'm not working with that. It's not a thing for me, right? So I appreciate that you guys are. But remind yourself of those things in every moment that somebody tries to take it from you. And remind yourself whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're somebody running a business, whether you work for somebody else, whether you're someone who is just struggling day by day and everybody in this room has no idea what your story is, right? Maybe you had a bad day today, maybe you had a bad day with your kid or a bad day with your husband or a bad day with your wife, whatever it is, that you're in control of how you feel in those moments, and a positive mindset will change your life. Energy does transfer. If you get yourself around people who are negative, you'll find very quickly that you start to feel that way, right? Like, oh my God, it's never gonna get good. I'm so bad. Unless you're like, no, it's not. I'm amazing. Harvard came out with a study 3 years ago, and they said, what's the difference between men and women? And remember, I'm not trying to identify gender. I just want you guys to relate to this. Harvard came out with a study 3 years ago about a very successful woman. Her name was Heidi. She ran a very successful business. Actually, she's the only woman in her industry and makes over $4 million a year. Harvard comes out to all their students and they say, there's Heidi, and they give her the persona for half of the students. The other half of the students they hand the same thing to, and they call him Howard, right? And the only difference between Heidi and Howard is a name and a gender. And everybody said, well, Heidi works really hard to get ahead, but she's a little sketchy. She's a little political. She seems a little nasty. I don't think I want to work for her. Then they named him Howard. And everybody said, I would love to work for Howard. What is that shit? So don't, I swear, I'm from America. It's a thing. Nial will yell at me for it later. It's a thing. But you think about this for a minute. Everything that you possess, everything that somebody says to you, don't be that person. Don't be bossy. You should be bossy. Nial just told you I boss people around all the time. And I feel good about it when I'm done. I say things like, we were talking on the phone earlier, and Nial was listening to a conversation I was having with somebody, and one of my dealers called me and he started giving me the excuse in my ear, and I said, absolutely not. And he said, why you gotta be so mean to me, B? I said, I'm not mean to you. I'm not your wife. It's not my job to make you feel good. It's my job to make you money. Stop calling me with your excuses, right? And I work in an industry where that's not the norm, and so do you. You work in an industry, all of you, in any industry, where you can raise your hand and say that you want to sit at the table, right? You can raise your hand in any meeting, in any moment of your day, you can say, I am worthy, I am enough, and I deserve it. Just don't forget to raise your hand and sit at the table. Does that make sense to you guys? All right, ladies, I'm gonna have you raise your glasses if you've got one. If not, maybe like a little twerk, whatever you wanna do, right? I'm gonna give you a little quote to remember this night by. And what I want you to remember is this, okay? What I want you to think about is my favorite quote. I'm really big on quotes. It might be a girl thing. I'm not totally sold. That better be a good angle. Hold on. No, just kidding. So one of my favorite things to say is this. Cheers to strong women. May you know one. May you be one. And may you raise one. Cheers, ladies. Thank you, thank you.
Next at the end of this month. So when you talk about inspiration, I look at you tonight and you are a ghetto story. Because you remind us that we have to keep it moving. You understand? Women in the room and the men who support you, we love you. Big up yourself. Okay? And when I say big up yourself, it means thank you. Okay? And all the ladies in the room, I say thank you for loving each other. We don't do this enough, you know. We don't love each other enough. We walk past each other and some of us have screw face, you know, and we make up our face and we don't love each other enough. So this evening, I want to say thank you. Janise, big up yourself. You understand? Clap her. That means give her a round of applause. Okay? She deserves more than that. Because this lady, she's been there. She's doing things in the community. And she is loving the community by sharing events like this so we can be a part of. You understand? And for that, I let you know that I am extremely grateful. You understand? DJ Night Rider, big up yourself because you're always giving love. You understand? When you spin the tunes, you give love. Women in the room, don't let tonight be the last night that you love up your sisterings. Okay? Not because it's Women International. You don't need a Women's Day to love up yourselves and love up your sisterings. Okay? Remember that. Because we always wait for a day in a calendar to show love. Love is every day, all day, 24/7, 48/4. Okay? That's English. And if you want me to translate, I will. But it's love. Okay? So big up yourself, Janise. Thank you. Alright? And I want to give away 2 Ghetto Stories t-shirts.
Thank you. I want you guys to come close. As Elaine, in honor of Elaine. Come close, guys. I want Elaine to throw it out.
I'm going to throw out?
Yes.
Yes.
Elaine, I'm absolutely proud of you and what you stand for. You are humble in your presence as well. So come on up, ladies. Come close. I'll let Elaine, come on. Do we need Nicole? Nicole already won one, so she is.
Yeah, Nicole has one in the
Be bold, as Bobby said. Be bold. How much do you want this? Come on, close.
How much do you want this? All right.